On tonight's episode, we got our Call Me Crazies. We got our Make 'em Say, huh? We got our Put You on Notice. And of course, this week, we got the 2025 draft. Darius, you get four picks, my dude.
Hey man, five people that play on the team.
Yo, 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 yo. The boat is still afloat. We are back March
Haven't been
23rd,
canceled yet, baby.
2026.
Woo!
I'm your host out the ATX, Michael Smith, aka Smitty, aka I'm good in every city. Fellas, tap in.
Hey yo, it's Marcus J tapping in today. I'm feeling good because while I'm losing the NCAA tournament, I am 6 for 6 in my NBA fantasy league, and that's all that matters.
Hey man, it's D-Ferg, man, pulling up in Nap Town. We haven't got canceled yet, but I try every week. Have you, just speaking of being canceled, Jacqueline watches this show, Mormon Wives, and I feel like every time I
Dana
hear
watches
that
it too.
show, I
Smut.
just think like, you know what? This is what happens when you let women out the kitchen.
Smut.
I'm gonna tell my mom don't listen to this episode. I love it,
I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
bro. That
Hey,
girl
I
popped
try
up
not
on.
I try not to stay I, I try not to stay too tapped in with that stuff, but that one of the chicks on there,
Taylor.
they already recorded her whole season of The Bachelor. It was
Yeah,
so
Taylor.
she was such a bad person that they said we're not even gonna air it now.
Bruh. I like it's funny, man. Like just listen to the show. I'm just like, bro, this is exhausting. Like if this was a show with a bunch of guys, it would last one episode. Like if anything, it would probably last multiple episodes because you're like, man, guys just we just don't care about a lot of stuff.
Are you
Like
talking about Mormon Wives?
the amount
Yeah.
of
Oh,
drama that
yeah.
these women get into, I'm like, y'all ain't tired. Y'all ain't tired with all this stuff, bro. So yeah, that's
Hey,
that's that's my attempt to
yeah,
get us canceled this week.
you
I'll
you
try again.
remember last week when I brought up baseball and you said it's about 3 minutes longer. We should have gone on it.
I hope none of our listeners took offense to that. God bless, though.
Hey man, I just joke. I joke.
So
Sometimes we gotta see what buttons we need to push.
we about to turn bend that corner. Whoa. Call me
Wow.
crazy. Call me crazy.
Okay.
The 16 seed could win the tournament only with the top 40 players in the NBA. And I say that because there was a debate and it didn't get as much traction as I thought it would get, honestly, but Alex Caruso was on one of the Barstool podcasts. I think it was with like the PF2 commenter, maybe Big Cat, but he essentially said they were asking him how many of today's current NBA players could hop onto a 16 seed and make a run to win the tournament. Caruso, the other two guys originally were like, I was gonna say like 10 to 15, and Alex Caruso was like,
What?
no, I'd say like 30 to 40. So let's say the dividing line of the top 40 players. I should have come with this prep, but let's look up the top 40 NBA players for 25, 26, so we can kind of
Shoot.
draw
I got my
a
own list,
good.
top 40.
So
I
so
can tell you
so
who's around top
no no
40.
so here's the thing. I'm looking at top 50 and every person in this top 50, I'm like, yeah, you stick them on a college team. Even let me tell you, even this top 50, Evan Mobley is in it.
Hmm.
The Frenchman, Mr. Gobert, I think he's in this.
Hmm.
Yep. And I'm just like, yo, like if you stick them on a college team, I'm just like, shoot, 50. So I'm like, if 50 players, if I'm looking at 50 players now that can take a 16 seed, I'm just like, this is the 50. It got to be more. It got to be more.
I'm
And
sorry.
I
This
know
is,
it's
huh?
hold on. And I know that Jared Allen in the NBA is not the same Jared Allen that it would be in college. But
True.
I think it also depends on the type of player. If you stick a
No.
Larry Markkinen, who's maybe top 50, definitely top 50, yeah, I would say they're winning it. If you stick Rudy Gobert on there, he's better than every college player, obviously, but I just don't know that he's good enough to take Siena and beat Duke and then go beat TCU and then go beat Florida and go beat Houston, like beat all these teams that's needed to take a 16 seed to a one. So
So
a 16 seed is only
Donovan
so listen,
Cleveland didn't he get a
a
national
16
national?
seed, a 16 seed, but he had other NBA players on his team
I
though.
know, but if he what 3 years ago did that, you don't think Rudy
so
Gobert would be out there looking like prime Shaq?
Listen, real quick though. So a 16 seed has only beat a one
Okay.
seed twice, but they've
Right.
never advanced past the second round. So we're talking about a one-game scenario. If you put a 7-game series, I agree.
Yes.
The top 50 players 100% of the time are winning a 7-game series. We're talking about a one-game scenario. We're talking about
Yes.
honestly, you remember the days of the Dream Team and those
Yeah.
hidden files of the Chris Webbers of the world, the Christian Lakers of the world. They beat that Dream Team in a run. So it's not like you're talking about like this, like the top college basketball players are pretty close to the bottom of the level of the NBA players.
So I've had time to think about this and adjust my take. Looking at you just saying the top 100 players, top
Mhm.
100, right? I've had enough time to adjust my take. I will say, just looking at this top 100 players, or you put them on a college team, they can beat it. Like
Yeah.
you just can't. And the reason I say this, like
They could beat it as in win the whole thing, not just win a
Yes.
game. That's what we're talking about. We're not just talking about
Yes.
winning a game.
Yes.
I think they will win the whole game, like win the whole tournament. Are you talking about so win the whole tournament? That
That's
I think
that's
they
the
have
argument. We're not
I
talking
think
about
they
winning
I
one
think
game.
okay, so if we're talking about winning the whole tournament, I think they will have a really good chance to do it.
Yes.
I think they will have to have a really like I'm talking about like they got hurt a game or have a really off night and just the rest of the team ain't chipping in. But I'm just looking at like at his top, I'm looking at ESPN's top 100. Michael Porter Jr. is 89.
And
Michael Porter Jr.
that's incorrect. We do
Yeah,
that ranking today. He's in the
yeah,
top 50 easily.
but
We talking about
that's
Draymond Green. Draymond Green, is he getting on a college team?
Yes.
yes, but
Yes.
I'm saying Draymond Green, NBA Draymond Green, like people forget Draymond Green
This year's
now.
Draymond Green.
No, but just hear me out.
Stop it. Don't put smoke on that boy there.
Yeah, NBA Draymond Green is much different than college Draymond Green because
But
Draymond Green realized what
yeah.
can I do to stay on the floor? I need to
Mhm.
set screens for Steph to stay on the floor, and I need to anchor our defense. If you give Draymond Green the freedom to rock out
Yeah.
like he was rocking out, like people forget
For those listening
Yeah,
on
Oh,
the
God. He
bad.
put the backpack on, backpack Dre.
for those only listening,
Hey,
this is Draymond Green.
Bro,
Draymond Green shoot looks like he's shooting with that on.
let me tell you something.
we forget the 3-point
Draymond
line
Green
is a
had a
lot
bag.
closer
Yeah, it's a lot closer, but Draymond
in
Green had a
college.
bag in college. Like he can dribble,
Yeah.
he had a pull up, he had a hezzy, like he had a 1-2, he had a bag before he
Okay.
said, "Yo, I'm gonna play a role to stay on the floor." So
I came up
I got to
with
roll with Marcus here, man. I think
I came up with a list of from start to finish the worst players that could do this, but I'm not going to start with the worst. I'm going to slow walk you guys there. I'm going to get you there.
Walk me through it.
I'm going to slow walk
Walk me
you
through
there. So, all right. This one's
Not
let's
too
start
slow
with
though.
okay, Pascal Siakam.
yeah.
Mike,
I would say yeah.
okay.
He's top 50.
All right, we're going to take it a step farther. Dylan Brooks. He's
Yeah.
averaging 22. Mike, before you do the
Yeah.
smut.
I'm not
He's
about to give him
averaging
smut.
22.
I'm not giving him smut. I'm just saying I'm thinking about putting him on the worst seed in the tournament.
The worst seed that almost just beat Duke.
Yeah.
Duke.
One game, and Duke
Okay.
walked him down like a dog in the second half.
I gonna yeah,
we're-
they walked down, but they barely got out of that 5.
Okay,
But
let's
again,
take
you got to do that 5 more times against the other
Payton-
5 best teams in the country.
Payton Pritchard. He dropped 92
Yeah.
in the summer against other
In a-
pros.
A pro-am.
Payton Pritchard. If Darius Acuff is dropping 30 a night right now,
Yeah,
is Payton Pritchard not shooting from 30 feet in college?
Yeah, Payton Pritchard. Okay, give us 2 more. Give us 2 more.
All right, this is where it gets a little nasty here. Aaron Nesmith
No.
on the Pacers dropped like 5. He dropped like 6 or 7 threes in the playoff games.
He had a moment. He had
did.
a moment.
He's
I
a
don't know if
30% 3-point shooter.
Yeah, he had a moment. I don't know if I trust him for a tourney to ride. Like if I got to ride on his back to a tourney, I don't know if I trust him enough.
Pause.
That's
Okay.
wild.
So what we're getting at here, because when you
I got one more.
when you said
nasty.
okay.
Let me get real nasty. Doug McDermott.
Heck no.
Yeah.
Heck
What?
no.
Whoa.
His
Doug
dad-
McDermott.
Not today. We're not talking about prime Dougie McBuckets. We're We're not talking about prime. We're talking about
Jack
today.
Goki. Jack Goki.
He's about to retire along with his dad that just retired from
Do you
Creighton
guys
today.
remember a Jack Goki?
Yeah, yeah,
10
definitely.
threes, a 14th seed, and that would be Doug McDermott would be him times 2 today.
True.
And again, I say, not
Out
rejoice,
of all
but
the
again, I
name,
say,
out of all the names, it's probably like 2. No, probably definitely 1. Aaron Neesmith, I'm not quite confident.
Y'all say.
I
I'm not
think Peyton
quite confident.
Peyton Pritchard is getting borderline because he's a really good player and he was a great college player, but he wasn't a great college player till his 4th year in college. I
But
think that's where it
today,
gets a little hairy. I think
Yeah, I
that's where it
think
gets a little
today.
hairy because you're asking him to carry 4 other players through 5, 6 one-game scenarios where they lose one game and they're out.
if Acuff is averaging 30 in the tournament, he's averaging 40.
But listen, let's think about this. Let's think about this. If you're Siena, you're matched up on the same side as Houston. I'm gonna pull a bracket up. Kelvin Sampson has been an NBA coach before, so you're having to go against him, who knows the NBA schemes. You're having to go against Hurley, who knows NBA schemes. You're having to go against Rick Pitino, one of the best coaches of all time, regardless of what level. It don't matter if Paul Pierce is walking through that door. Don't matter if Larry Brown ain't walking through that door.
Who's stopping him from 30 feet? Nobody's stopping him in the NBA.
They're gonna scheme. One of those coaches is gonna scheme up enough to where that one player may go off for 50. Sean Miller the other day, essentially, I know you hate him. I know you hate the Bantam, but essentially, Sean Miller, when Texas was playing BYU, they were saying AJ DeBonce right now has 25 points. How are you stopping him? He's like, we're not.
Oh, he said we're not.
Basically,
we're not.
He's like, we're not going to stop him. We just got to keep from fouling, keep from getting our best players in foul trouble. But we got to realize he's going to get his and limit everybody else. So
difference is AJ will go for 35, but Payton is going for 40 a game at minimum. AJ next year
the game is different.
I'm not going to say
the game
crazy.
Is different in college.
AJ is not averaging 20 next year. First year.
The lane,
the distance,
you can
camp
in the lane.
The distance where you shoot is the difference.
There's no defensive 3 seconds.
All the NBA players are shooting from 30 feet. That's the difference.
The zone
that
is
changes everything right there.
There's no 3 seconds. The lane is more condensed.
What's that got to do with pulling up from 30? What's that got to do with pulling up from 30? All of them are pulling up from 30. That changes everything in the college landscape. What's it? What? Alex Caruso, come on this pod. I'm ready for you too, man. I got a whole another 50 names.
Hey, I'm going respectfully. I'm going with the NBA player's opinion over the opinion of you.
Right, well, we're gonna call up Payton Pritchard, see what he thinks about this.
He would probably say the same thing. He would say for himself, he would probably take, like, as you say, get real nasty. But like you say Derek White, and he's probably like, nah, he ain't doing it.
But I mean, here's the thing. Like, I will always side with the NBA player because they have the experience. But even the 40 people that Alex Rule is saying, I'm like, you can probably add another like 50, 60 people to that list. If you want to be conservative.
I'll give you 50 to 60. 40 is maybe a low number, but I'll give you 50
if you want to be conservative.
Plus.
No, I'll even say like comfortably you can do like 100 to 150. Comfortably.
Yes, for sure. Comfortably.
Even if you're making a last 50 stretch, you definitely can do like probably 100 to 100.
Well, this conversation isn't gonna die because there's gonna be another 16 seed next year that does something crazy, and I'm gonna bring it back and be like, yo, they got no NBA players on the team. So
one game.
It is one game.
I will say is not going to go all the way through the tournament. I guarantee that will never happen in our life.
And that's I think we had like 1 year where we had like 15 and 16 seeds. Like they were just like what was it? What was it? FCGU or something like that. They ran
Coast,
through. Yeah, they ran through. They got to what was it? Sweet 16 or Final Four?
But they were like a 10 or 11 seed.
I thought they were like 15.
Who's the team? Mizzou, Norfolk.
Yeah, but that was a 15 seed, but they won one game.
So they won one game, then they lost. They beat Mizzou, but then they lost. Then it was a team. It was a 15 seed that beat
Kai Jerome, Kyle Guy team. What was that?
That was at UMBC.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of these 15, 16 seeds, they'll have a moment where they'll probably win one game, and then they typically lose that next game.
The lowest seed to ever win the NCAA tournament is an 8 seed, and that was Villanova in '85.
That would change it
So again,
instantly.
we're not going with a 1 seed. Like we're not going with a 1 game scenario.
I
We're
think
not going with a 7 game series.
here's the. I think the only way that works, only way it works, let Amari Bailey go back to college, man. Let's see how far he can
Oh
take
man, no, he would be a terrible representation of this. I'm only choosing.
it.
I'm saying guys that have been in the NBA 5 years or long. I'm not even talking about the rookies. Like Cooper Flag would go back and dominate, but on a 16 seed, he's still not as experienced manipulation game wise.
But now you're trying to change your argument up a little bit too.
No, no, no. I said it.
I would say that
Yeah,
Cooper Flag is
we'll
easily
be.
a top 100 player, and he's starting to crack the top 50.
Well, he probably. But I'm just saying. In our text thread, I was very specific. I said guys have been in the league 5 years or more because they could shoot from distance and they can manipulate the game.
Yeah, we can't move the goalposts too much. Too much.
Okay.
Here's the thing is there's no way for us to prove it. There'll be no way to go back and test it.
Eventually
So
there will be.
so that'd be nasty work. That'd be straight.
I mean,
nasty
the way we're headed right now, we got
NIL.
been out of college for 8 years, paying alimony and
it's straight nasty work. If we get to a point where that's what we're doing, I might stop watching.
Hey.
I might go back to watching high school.
Payton Pritchard making like $8 million a year, bro. He could have made that in college NIL today, but I'll go to a little less a less controversial.
At this point, though, we might have Miguel Nunez come back as Joanna Man trying to get over to the female game, trying to win the tournament.
If they pay him, bro, that $1 million contract,
what do you say in the women's locker room?
Oh
Bro.
Lord,
that's wild. One day we'll be able to prove it.
A less controversial subject. We're gonna move on. Call me crazy. Out of the 5 through 10 seeds that are stacked right up against each other, the losing records are. I think the losses are from 31 to 34, which is the Hornets. Out of those 5-6 teams, the Hawks have the best chance at doing damage this year. And I got one name for you guys.
Define damage.
Define damage. They have the best chance of getting out the first round out of all those teams. So there's them. It's the Toronto Raptors are in 5th seed. After that, I think it's the Sixers. And then we got the Orlando Magic, the Miami Heat, and the Hornets, who I have a lot of faith in. But for one reason, Jalen Johnson Jr. is that dude. And I got a list of names. I just need to know, where does JJJ stand with y'all? You know where the first name's coming up. Jalen Johnson Jr. or Paolo Banchero.
You go ahead, D.
Like who would I take?
Yes. Mind you, they just played last week, and it was belt to.
I think right now, I would say Jalen Johnson a bit more dynamic than Paolo.
Okay, Mike, you ready?
I think Jalen Johnson has been better this year. I still think Paolo has a higher ceiling.
Okay, JJJ or Zion?
Oh, JJJ. Easy.
Yeah, JJ.
Okay, JJJ or Scotty Barnes?
I would take JJ.
Jalen Johnson.
Okay, JJJ or Cat?
I'm taking Cat.
Today?
Today.
If we're going by your argument of experience, I would say Cat, just because whether experience is a good teacher or a bad lesson, he's got experience.
Okay, I just got a couple more. Let's go with Mr. 83 Bam.
Oof.
I'm taking Bam, bro.
I'm
taking Bam.
I'm going with experience. Give me Bam for now.
And my last one today, JJJ or LeBron. Today.
Are we talking about literally today, or are we talking about once, like today in the playoffs?
Literally today for the rest of the season. You know what I mean?
I'm taking Bron.
Yeah.
Well, you know me.
If you ask me for a regular season, I would take Jalen Johnson. But if you ask me for the playoffs, there's nothing LeBron hasn't seen at this point.
Yeah, I'm taking Jalen Johnson over all those guys. Respectfully.
It's not respectful. You're not being respectful at all. That's a crazy thing. You're not being respectful at all.
So proceed. So go ahead and proceed with your point. You want us to call
we talked about the top 4 last week, and so I guess my question to y'all is from that 5 through 10, who do you
Mhm,
guys give the biggest chance of getting out the first round? Because we talked about the top four that was locked last week.
mhm, mhm. I want to call you crazy, but seeing how it's going to match up, it depends on the standings too, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if Atlanta falls to the 8 seed, I mean, if Cade ain't healthy, but given the current standings, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
But if Philly can creep up and be healthy coming into the playoffs, I like their full roster the best out of all those teams.
You said if Philly
Yeah.
could, listen to what you said. You said if Philly could creep
Come,
up and be
come,
healthy.
come! Like if Philly goes into the playoffs with their roster intact, where Embiid can play 2 out of 3 games, I like their roster the best.
Well, we got 10
I
games
mean,
left.
that would put because I mean, as is, if nobody moves and things stay as is, the Hawks would be playing the Knicks. And
Yeah,
as dysfunctional as the Knicks is, I don't see them beating the Knicks in the second game series.
I don't. But do any of the other teams have a better shot than them? Do the Raptors have a better shot at the Cavs, Mavs, the Magic? To have a better shot, or Sixers have a better shot at the Celtics? Like who else? Who else? I mean, I'd give the Hornets. They're just stuck in at the end of the playing right now. That's
Yeah,
all.
yeah, because I'm looking at like Magic
It's
again.
a lot of
If
ifs. It's a
you
lot of
you're
ifs.
right, if F was fifth, we all be drunk, right?
Who's the best
Um,
team out of them five
Dang,
then?
y'all's side note, y'all's Bulls let the Rockets come all the way back.
bro,
No.
come on, bro. Here's the thing, you laughing. I'm not even surprised. Um,
I looked at the scores
like,
like, dang, they weren't even close.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. Here's the thing. The Bulls are in 12th. I hope they don't even make the playoffs. Like, I hope they're bad enough to do something. To just, but this ain't about the Bulls right now. Don't piss me off tonight, Mike.
We ain't been to the
Back
second place in a while.
right back to because yeah, I mean, if you look at the Magic ain't beating the Pistons. Sixers, I don't see them beating the Celtics. I feel like they're all like in the same spot. Like, because I don't
Okay,
see the Hawks beating
seating
the
aside,
Knicks.
who's the best team out of those from 5 through 10? Seating, take away seating.
Take away, see who's the best team.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, I would say it'll be a toss up between the Hawks and Sixers.
Okay,
Like it'll
fair.
be a toss up between the Hawks and Sixers. I feel like the Magic, like they still need power. They need Paolo to they need him to take another leap. Yeah.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They need him to take another leap. I feel like the Magic, I feel like they're like right there on the cusp. Where I feel like Paulo is right there on the cusp, but they need him to take another leap to be like, just like, bro, like, this is my
They need
kid.
to leap him to a whole other team. Get on that trade
Which
block.
is which we're not gonna go there, but which is crazy because they made that trade for Bane to essentially solidify themselves as a top 4 or 5 seed this year, and they have not
Yeah,
touched that the
haven't
last
touched it at
at
all.
least couple months.
Bane's been doing his job though. Bane been killing it. Dude is
Yeah, I
I know,
mean,
but I'm
averaging.
saying like
He's doing like
he's been
50,
doing
40, 90.
he's been doing his job, but I'm saying he was supposed to be the finishing piece to solidify them, and everything
yeah,
else around them has not gone according to plan.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see when France comes back. I have a feeling that somebody's getting traded this year, and it's not Bane. I doubt it's Suggs either. I mean, he wins when he plays.
You mean
It should be
Shugs,
one
you
of them
mean
Shugs,
dudes.
Suggs?
who
You
is
mean
Suge
Suge
Suggs? You mean
Knight?
Suggs.
Suggs?
What? How you say it? Suggs or
Suggs.
Oh,
S
Suggs?
S
just
U G
just
G
just
S.
just when I think there's
Boy,
not another name out there that can keep
let
that
me tell
can
you,
kick you.
It's not.
syllables be beating your
Jalen
hairline back.
Suggs.
Hey,
Jalen
we gonna
Suggs.
talk about speech impediments later.
For
We're
you for
gonna
you
get to that.
for you to know as much NBA as you know,
You
do you
cannot
just do
get
you
these
just
guys'
do
names
you
right.
do you let me ask you a legitimate question. Do you only read the names or do you like listen to games with the sound off? Or do you watch games with the sound off?
No, these
Because I'm like, I
names
don't know
don't
how
mean
you don't know
nothing
how
to
to
me.
pronounce these dudes' names.
I got a
This
speech
man be
impediment,
this
bro.
man this man be up there with the mute on to get every single game you watch.
See,
I
this is
mean,
what happens when you got traders in your circle.
Hey,
everything.
saying Shugs versus Suggs has nothing to do with a speech impediment.
I'm about to
Here's the
call the
thing.
association on y'all.
Here's the thing. He said the name, and I'm looking at the name like maybe I'm reading it wrong. Like he said the names are wrong. It messed up what I'm looking at. Hey, bro, Jalen Suggs. All right,
Bro,
man. We'll start here.
I was looking for Marion Suge Knight on there.
God, crazy.
Bruh, crazy. Well, look, man, we're gonna keep this, we're gonna keep the ball rolling. My call me crazy is I feel like Cam Boozer has not solidified himself as top three. I feel like he
Okay.
hasn't really shown me. Again, this is not saying that he's trash by any means. I still think he's cold. I just think like
But
AJ, like even AJ DeBonza's loss, but he had 35 and 10. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a guy that he was putting the team on his back. He did, like, you can't say he didn't show up. We're looking at Duke, like Duke's win. I think he had like 19 or something like that. I guess I just expected him to kind of dominate it more. Like, bro, this is your time. Like, this is your time to dominate. I feel like between him and Duke, they really haven't shown me that they like are the dominant one seed. You know what I'm saying? And I know he's gonna be player of the year, but I feel like I'm like waiting for him to like, yo, like just take over the game, bro. Like just go crazy. Do what you've been doing all
Okay.
year.
Cam Boozer's going to be player of the year?
Yeah, I think they're
Oh,
pretty
okay.
much they're hinting at that. Yeah, he's gonna be player
Oh,
of the year.
okay. I feel like, I mean, a lot of this is going to be like team specific who they're going to choose. But if we're taking a team that has nothing, like the Kings, they have nothing. Uh, are you taking A Cuff instead of Cam Booth?
If I'm the Kings, well, I mean, what pick are we talking? Like, A Cup ain't gonna go
it
number
don't
one.
matter. The
Third.
cupboard is bare.
Let's say AJ and Darren Peterson are
All
gone.
right,
Well, let's
take
go
it.
three.
Am I taking A Cup?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm taking A Cup. Am I taking? Yes, I'm taking A Cup. Come on.
Outside of
I
the
take
fact
A
that y'all
Cup.
share the same name.
Yeah, I'll still take A Cup.
Okay.
I'll still take
His name was Darren Acuff.
him. He's gonna get cuffed to the Kings, right? Like I still would take it Darius A Cup. But like I said, I don't think like I said, I don't think he's trash. I don't think he's like a bad player by any means. Like I still think he's top five. I think just looking at other
Ooh,
players,
you
I
dropped him
think
down to five. Wait, hold up. You said top four, now five.
And the
yeah, I'm
top
sorry, I'm
four
sorry, I'm sorry,
wasn't Dylon
I'm sorry.
either.
He
Yeah,
said
I'm sorry, I'm
he
sorry.
said he's not
Top four.
trash, but I'm gonna bump him down.
I'm sorry.
Another.
Top four. Top
Hey,
four.
just when you thought he couldn't go any lower, I'm gonna bump him down. Another one.
He's
No,
not
I'm sorry.
trash,
I'm sorry.
but top 10 probably.
Top four. I will put him over Caleb Wilson just because Caleb Wilson's hurt, right? Like
Okay.
he can't really show you much else. So you got to go based on what he's already shown you. I think AJ has shown you this like he's gonna be hard to pass up at number one. He's gonna be hard to pass up. Yeah, assuming he comes out of college. I think Darren Peterson, you know what he is, it's come out like it's the body cramps. I know people were down like, is it the motor? Like, is he hurt? It was kind of like the story was up in the air if he was hurt or not. But when he goes, you're like, dang, like he's hard to miss if one or two. And I feel like Darius Acuff has the performances he's putting on. You just like this dude, like he has a complete game. Yeah, the only knock he has is 6'2". That's it. That's the only knock he got. He's 6'2".
Mike, where you
I like
taking?
Booz I like Boozer's game, but I feel like if the thing that we hear about you the most is you have a high floor and I'm drafting in the top five, like I want to do with a high ceiling. Like
Yeah,
if
I got to
I'm
bet
if
on the
I'm
potential.
yeah, if I'm drafting in the top five, one, I'm there for a reason because I don't have anybody with a high ceiling probably. And
Hmm.
two, I'm bad draft pick away from not getting a chance to draft another dude with high ceiling. So
Hmm.
again, I like Kim Boozer. I think he's going to come in and be the type of dude that 10 years down the line, he might have the most rings because he's going to be the best number two. He's going to be the Jalen Williams. He's going to be the dude that is on a winning team, that is that number two dude on a team. But I just think there's too many guys, Devonsa, Peterson, A Cups becoming that I could see them being the 1A on a team and carrying it. So I like
Wait,
Booze,
who is
but
this?
yeah, I
You see who being a 1A? I missed it. Sorry.
Devonsa, Peterson, Acuff,
Oh,
Boozer, I see him being a really good number two on a contender.
Mhm.
Do y'all remember that quote KD had that basically the small guards are a thing of the past? Did, does any of that make y'all hesitate about Darius Acuff?
I
Like, does that make
think
you look at him different?
so. It will make me look at him different if he couldn't shoot.
Right.
The fact that he can shoot. Here's the thing: in the league, you got to be able to shoot. It don't matter if you 6'1", 5'11". If you can get that thing up and shoot at a high clip, look at Payton Pritchard. Payton Pritchard's probably 5'10", 5'10", maybe 5'11", and he has a clip. You know what I'm saying? So it's like as long as you got a clip, you can carve out a spot in the league. And I think Darius has the other stuff, that Payton Pritchard. I mean, he got a handle, he can shoot, he can run an offense. Again,
Yeah.
he kind of reminds me of a Dame Lillard like mold almost. Like he just looks always poised, no matter what. And again, will that translate over to the league? I don't know, but I think it's hard. You're kind of looking at the potential of what he could be, as opposed to you're looking at Cam, you're like, dang, like is he kind of finished? You know what I'm saying? Is this the how much better can he get? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, I think, and that kind of, I'm almost going to contradict myself, but I really only see Debansa and I see Peterson as being the true like ones of the draft where they're going to get on the team and they're going to be the dude on the team, and they're
Yeah,
not,
they can
and
change the culture.
the whoever else they draft is the number two to them.
Mhm.
Darius Acuff, I still see him probably being a number two on a championship team just because he's going to need a Cooper Flag, or he's going to need another dude that can go that's more versatile. But I just see him as having a higher ceiling still than Cam Boozer. So, yeah, that's how I see it.
I'm not gonna go against you guys. I've recently been doing my research. I like Darius Acuff. He might end up being my favorite player out this draft, and especially hearing the Marbury comparisons.
Yeah.
I'm just
And
gonna
he out
wait
there
a
throwing,
little bit.
and he out there throwing up blood.
He thought,
Don't my only it's not about Darius Acuff. I think he's gonna be raw. I'm just very quick to defend high IQ players, and I know Cam Boozer's that type of player. That's how I
yeah,
felt about Chet coming out. Was like, all right, Chet, he may or may not be the most talented, but he's always in the right spot, offensively, defensively, and those are the kind of guys I look out for.
but
So
but thing even with Darius Acuff is you can't say he's not high IQ. He don't really make a
No.
lot of mistakes on the floor.
facts. So this
You
is
know what I'm
nothing
saying?
against him. I'm
So
just
yeah,
more
he
pro
doesn't.
Boozer.
Yeah, he doesn't make a lot of mistakes, and that's like I feel like with Booz, it's hard to miss because he's still 6'9".
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think I would agree with KD in the sense of it's hard for a small guard to be the one on your team and you go far. You have to be like extraordinary. You know what
right.
I'm saying? So the thing is, I think the verdict will be out if Darius Acuff can be that. Because we've seen very few like small guard like Steph. Steph is a small guard where you know what I'm saying, like he just has an otherworldly talent to shoot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Him
saying?
and
And so
Isaiah
I,
Thomas are the only small guards in the modern era to ever lead a team to a championship.
yeah, so I think you just got to be able to do something. Like even Dame, like as great as a shooter Dame is, like
He's got to
he
be a
could
two on a
he
championship team.
got to be a two of a good. And I'm a huge. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Dame. You know what I'm saying? It's I don't see Dame leading the team to a chip. And man, that I even hated saying that. I didn't like the way that. I didn't like how that
You're not
hit.
It's
Like,
wrong.
it's the truth,
but yeah, I don't
the
see it
truth hurts
happening. Yeah, I
because
don't see it happening.
you could be a top. Dame was a top 10 dude most of his career, but
Oh yeah, absolutely.
it just takes
It's
that
just
other
hard.
level
It's yeah, it's hard
to
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 do
be
it,
a
man.
championship level team.
Yeah, I think the smaller you are, the which is it's weird because I'm looking at like A Cub and I'm like, dude, like these guys are my height, and but like in
Yeah.
that world, you're small. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to kind of do it, but yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and move this one over to make him say,
They gonna
huh?
say, "Huh."
No, no, no,
So this
no,
week,
no,
so
no,
this
no.
week,
Don't get late. Hey, we can't get sued by Master P.
so this,
Damn.
so this week we're gonna talk about another pod, and
They
we're
gonna
not
say,
gonna
"Huh?"
throw any sprays. We're gonna keep it respectful. But is there trouble in the arena? And what I mean by that, and I will let you guys kind of fill in the gaps here because y'all are a little bit more versed on it. But essentially, we got Kenya Martin,
Oh
well-known
yeah.
collaborator on Gil's Arena, calls out publicly a producer on the show that had been known to make fun of his speech impediment, which he's had since he's been in the limelight. He's had going back to his NBA like since childhood, but even throughout his career, this is a known thing.
Yeah.
But he confronted him on the show live, and now we got beef. So y'all fill in the
Yo,
gaps for me.
he's son, buddy. But I've kind of been listening to different people like, man, like he should have did it this way. This I would agree with the sense of like, yo, if you're disrespectful in public, you can't be mad if I check you in public. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Because if you're gonna show your tail, well, let's show our tail together. Let's put on the circus together. You know what I'm saying? Now, the key bit of this information is is recent. What I've been hearing is this was before Buddy knew Kenyon Martin, which I think that adds a different layer. Because if before I knew you, then I kind of got to put some onus on Kenyon because if this is before he knew you, y'all ain't got a relationship. So you're expecting me to be loyal to you, and I don't know you, my guy. But if someone tried to put Kenyon on, like, yo, this is what Buddy was saying about, which I think his name was like Suge or Greg or whatever, but whatever his name was, I'm like, this brother got people that genuinely don't like him. Because the fact that somebody put that out to him and people were like sending it to Ken, I'm like, bro, you got beef
Mm-hmm.
with other people that's plotting on your downfall. So the other thing is, if you got people like that, then I feel like again, the owner's got to be on Kenyon. If this happened before he knew you, and you didn't vet this guy before bringing around your family, you kind of got to own that. You know what I'm saying? You got to own it because you didn't vet who you bring around your people. But if it's recent and he doing it and he knew you and he knew about the speech impediment and he knew, you know what I'm saying? Like there's a relationship. Yeah, you filed for that. You did it publicly, so you got to get checked publicly.
Is it on the producer to come out before he finds out about it and apologize? Or is there enough room to be like, you know what, like it really isn't even that big a deal. I'm not even
So
gonna
so
bring it up
so
because it's really not that big a deal.
so I take like so put it in the sense of like one of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I don't know you, right, and I said something that was I didn't know you and I had whatever preconceived notions I had about you, and I said some stuff prior, but then we started kind of rocking with each other and da da da. Oh snap! Hey bro, like hey, before you said it, this before I knew you, set the precedent. This before I knew you, I was kind of talking some trash. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm kind
Yeah.
of prepping you on this. This is before we knew each other, had a relationship. Now I put that out there. My fault, man. Like whatever. We'll whop the bam. Now if you decided, all right, man, I can't rock with you after that. Well, all right, man. Well, I at least told you the
Yeah.
setting. I told you the time period. Now, if you take that like, all right, man, just before we knew each other, I can't hold you accountable for that. Then we just move on. I think the key piece is, did he or did he not know Kenya before he made those
So,
comments?
and that's the kind of unclear thing. Well, Kenyon Martin did acknowledge that dude tried to apologize him. And Kenyon Martin said, yeah, I
I,
brushed you off,
I
blah, blah,
brushed you
blah.
off. I didn't know what the F you
Uh-huh.
was talking about.
I didn't know what you was talking about. And dude's basically defense is that, hey, I tried. The only unclear part about this for me, context wise, is how hard did you try? Was it like, yo, D, like, man, hey, I was joking about you, or did I come up and say, yo, there's this video out there, and it's
He
you.
wasn't.
You got to be more specific. Listen, if I moved to
He called him
Orlando,
Spider-Man. He said
right?
Spider-Man. I
If I
said,
move to
Jesus.
Orlando and somehow I'm over here on the Magic broadcast, yeah, they're gonna find the videos about me talking crazy about Paulo. Like they're gonna come out, and I
Yeah.
probably need to be
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
forthcoming and more honest with Paulo. It
Yeah.
can't
Marcus,
just be like,
Marcus, Marcus was saying, I still hate you, Paolo. It don't
right,
matter.
like blood, like I hate your game. Like I used to talk about it all the time. We're
I
on the
hate the
same
way that
team.
you
I'm gonna
walk, the way
cut it
that you
out.
talk. I hate the way that you
Right.
braid your hair. I hate the way
There's
that you say
actually
that.
a lot of footage out there, so I got to show you all of it real quick. Versus me just saying, "Yo, I used to joke around about you in the group chat or something like that." Those are two
But
different
hey,
things.
but what level of doing somebody wrong does this need to come to? Because if it's your girl, if it's your wife, 100%, like you got to be like, hey, I said this, I said that. If it's your kids,
But
100% come to.
They
But
didn't
like,
know each
what
other before.
level? I
but
know,
like
but I'm
Marcus
saying,
said,
what
like,
what level of talking bad about somebody when you didn't know them do you need to cop up to when you know that person?
yeah, I mean, I
Oh,
think I think it depends on the person, man. Like what's off limits? Like Kenyon Martin, if he's I mean, he's made it clear, like, bro, like the speech impediment thing, like It's a sensitive subject for me. It ain't something I joke around with. So if this is
I
a
didn't know
heel,
that though. Did you know that before this?
I didn't know. I
He's
didn't know that.
I
that's the
knew it.
thing. Unless
He
you're like
he he had like a
someone who
tick.
watches every, huh?
Yeah, like
He
a
had like
tick.
a tick. Like he would do like yeah, it was like a tick where he would start to stutter.
Well,
Yes.
well done to
But if
him.
you but if
He's
you know
come
but
a
if you know
long
he's from
way.
Oak Cliff, if you know he's from Oak Cliff, Texas, you know they probably should apologize to him before.
They tried to though. They tried to.
But so that's what I'm saying. I think if I'm with Marcus, I tried to apologize. Well, how hard did you try?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Again, because I listened to some of the video, he was like the buddy was bigging him up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Shad and Kenyon are, the bright spots in the show, this and third. And he just went on hold like Stutter Man, like he can't even
Mr.
get
Dutterman.
Mr. Stutter Man, like he can't even get his, words out, whatever. And I'm sitting there like, dang, like did he not did he watch the show? Did he
Well,
know Kenyon before? I think that's where I'm just like, I would need like the timeline, like the concrete he did or did not know Kmart. If he did know
Yeah,
Kmart, it's like, bro, you foul.
it's foul. Yeah,
Because if you knew him and you knew this is what the thing, first of all, even if you didn't know he had a speech impediment, if that's supposed to be your man's,
yeah.
like you ain't like you he did kind of go out of his way to start throwing jabs. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
You're dragging him in the mud for no reason, and that's
yeah, for
supposed to
no
be your
reason.
dude.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
well,
I get it.
Kwame Brown, who's somehow attached to all this, he confirmed that he sent the video to Kenyon years ago. So it's
Oh,
confirmed this video was well past due before Gilbert Arenas said it. Kwame Brown said it. They all said this is an old video. It was just fed to him like it was new. If I'm Kenyon Martin
oh,
at this point, I probably would come out and be like, "Yo, I'm still not cool, buddy, but this was a few years ago, but Kenyon's ego is too big. He ain't about to come out and be like, "Oh, my bad,
yeah,
sorry." He's over here like it's a lesson. He's a fatherly type. This is a lesson for people. Check who your circle is and all that kind of stuff. And so, but I think the
but
real lesson is like if you talk publicly, we do. You better believe what you say, and you better be accountable. Because guess
but
what? It
I'm
could follow you.
but yeah, it can follow. But I think it's also just like you said, if you have multiple people trying to bring it to your attention, right? You just chose not to give it time. You kind
Yeah.
of got to own that. You know what I'm saying? Like you got to own that because then if you would have saw that prior, you would be able to vet him. You would be able to say like, all right, yeah, I'm not gonna rock with Buddy. You know what I'm saying?
You
Like
see,
I'm not gonna
you
do
see
that.
some
I'm not
people are
gonna.
pointing the finger at Gil now. They saying,
Oh
Gil,
man,
you
that
brought the
dude
snake
loves
up.
to start that dude loves to stir the pot though.
But here's the thing: they can
Nothing
point a
surprises
finger
me
at
with
Gil.
him.
I'm like, Gil
He
gonna
don't care.
troll, and he don't
He
care.
did
That's
not
the thing.
care.
You can't get mad at somebody that's like, brother. I want y'all to get mad at me. I want to stir the pot. Like like I'm
He
excited
was
for
on he
this,
was on he was on that shooting guards documentary, and he owned up to it a little bit, but he was still getting those jokes off.
bruh.
He was,
Just get
Dude,
yeah.
I
Gil,
talk about the dude.
Javarius
He sent the dude to prison, and he's still getting the jokes off.
bro. Here's
Javarius
the thing.
Crittenton, yeah.
I feel like Gil is that friend where I would like equally love him and hate him.
Yeah.
I would
We
like, bro.
had a
I had to
friend
throw
like
hands
that.
with you. I would have
We
to throw
had a
hands
friend
with you.
like that. You were in Springfield with him.
I'm saying no names. I'm not saying
He
any
was bright.
names.
He was pasty. His name it matched
I'm
with Bob.
not. I'm not saying no
Corn on the
names.
cob.
Oh,
You had a
brother,
friend. There's a line,
brother.
and you always cross it.
Yep.
Yeah, he was a
Yeah.
line crosser, man. He was a habitual
He
line
was he
crosser.
was what Charlie Murphy would call a habitual line stepper.
Habitual. But then he was also the most genuine person. Get your shirt off his back, man.
There you
So
go.
you was like, gosh dang it. But he was a line stepper.
But then he would rip that shirt just to give you another one.
There
Hey
you
man,
go.
shout out him, man. We love you, man. It's jokes.
Oh man.
If you listen to the pod, shout out him.
But that's why I wonder what level of offense does it have to arise to? Because I'm just trying to think
Yeah.
of a speech impediment to Kenyon. I don't want to belittle what's big to him,
Yeah, that's
but
important
I'm
to
just
him.
but I'm just kind of like in my mind, I'm like, what that maybe seems little to other people would really bother me that much to where I can't just and he's a different person than me.
Yeah.
I would just be like, you know what? It was
I
years ago.
think
Let's just let this go.
yeah, I think for him it's more so the loyalty aspect for him. He seemed like a guy that put a lot of which I can respect that because
Yeah,
I feel like I think of myself as a fairly loyal guy. Like I'll get upset, you know what I'm saying, with different people or different, friends or family I feel loyal to, but it's still like, yo, like just because I'm upset with them, you can't talk about them. You know what I'm saying? It's kind
that's
of like
right.
that mindset. I'll talk about them. You can't talk about them. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
That's facts. That's
so
facts.
I get it, man. I get it.
That's facts.
Well, fellas, let's go ahead and move on to put you on notice for the week. I'm gonna kick mine off with Mr. Luka Doncic. Missed a shot tonight to win the game against the Pistons, but before that, my dude was cooking. I gotta say, put you on notice because he's not a dude that needs any recognition. He's not a dude that flies below the radar. But his name was getting slandered for a bit out here. And honestly, I will admit, I was starting to be like, man, like, is he ever going to put it together? Like, is he ever going to be an MVP? Is he ever going to win a championship? Or is he just going to be James Harden that gets like 35 points a game, but never gets those accolades to take you over the top? And he's starting to show us if you put the right team around him, he's 100% capable of all the things we thought about him those first few years when the Mavericks finally got it right around him. So if I put you on notice this week is Luka.
No, that's fair. I feel like Luka's making a legit case for MVP right now. Like the tear he's
Legit.
going on, I'm just like, okay, my fault. Look, I forgot who you were. I forgot. So I feel like he's having a Jay-Z run. He's like, allow me to reintroduce myself. You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like you guys clearly forgot who I am and what I do. Like, I'm like, you're right, man. My fault. My fault. On me. On me, the Mr. Slovenian. On me. Who we got next? Is it you,
You
Marcus, or me?
can go ahead and take it.
I'll take it. Okay. My put you on notice is gonna be my homie LaMelo.
Hey yo, let's do it.
Mr. Cheetos
And
himself.
Mr. Cheeto Toast and stuff. But you know what, man? Like I feel like for all the antics, like I feel like we always kind of clown Melo. I didn't say clowned him, but we kind of looked at him like, man, he's exciting, but I don't know if he can lead a team to a playoff. And I feel like you start to see him in real time put it together. Like he still has a freedom in his game, but you start to see the game is slowing down. You see the maturity kicking in a little bit, where you don't see as many one-legged three-pointers, but he'll give you a couple. You know what I'm saying? He'll give you a couple, but for the most part, he runs the team. Like I even think just what the last game he had 32, and I'm like, man, that's what you need from him to be the anchor of this team, to be the leader on this team. You need him to take those steps, kind of like Kate Cunningham, where it's like, yo,
Hmm.
he's the engine that makes this run. You know what I'm saying? Without him, I mean, 'cause we just got to be honest. Without Melo, those shots look a lot different for B. Miller, Con Knipple, Miles Bridges. You know what I'm saying?
For
Like
sure.
those shots look a lot different for those guys. But they
For
need
sure.
Melo to be the one to be like, all right, bro, like this is what we doing. This is how we gonna calm down. I got us going. He make the right play at the right time. He know when to be flashy, when to be free, but he know when to dial it in. I feel like you see him kind of like putting it together.
Yeah, I definitely look forward to having more conversations about them. They're fun, man.
Yeah,
We're gonna talk
they're
a
fun
lot
to
about them.
watch. Yeah, they're very fun to watch.
Yeah. Uh, my put you on notice is your favorite French big man, Maxime Renaud.
He's like your favorite. I didn't even know who he was.
I
Most
just
people don't.
what I wanted to do was I was paying attention to see how closely he got that name.
Yeah,
Did I hit it on the nail?
You're a little off. Maxime Renault. You don't pronounce the D.
Oh,
The D is
Maxime
silent
Renaud.
here. The D is silent, Django.
whoa,
Okay. Okay.
jeez.
Chill out.
Hey, they say that in the movie.
Right,
Like
right, right. You
That
would
ain't
go
that's
close,
a
there.
bro. They
technical
they
foul.
literally say that they literally say that in the movie.
You would
Nah.
go there. All right. Well, he's 7 for 1, second round pick. You'll hear about him in the draft coming up. But dude is putting up prime Paul Gasol numbers. Points and rebounds, 23 and 5, 8 and 12. Then he went 32 and 9. Then he went 30 and 4, and recently he went 22 and 10. It's the only
Oh,
bright spot in Sacramento, and he's
he having a
looking like,
moment.
yeah, no, he's for real having a moment, man. I know they're tanking, but you gotta. This is the only time the Kings are gonna be talked about in a good fashion on this pod. So shout out to Maxime Renaud.
I always
Okay.
love when we can see the light bulb click for Darius in real time. Because as you started laying out the stats, I could see him like the wheels were turning about who this dude was.
He'd
We
go,
can see it, and we can see it in real time.
if
Like
he walked by D on the street, he'd have no idea who he is.
I'm like, man, that's a tall Caucasian male.
Donovan Clingan, is that you?
Now I'd be like, respect, respect, my brother, respect. I'm sorry, I didn't know who you were. I need to put some more respect on friends, brother, because they put some players out, man. They
No, they
get some
really are.
players out.
They coming
They
for us.
they kind of they becoming a factory, man.
They
At
are.
least they becoming a factory, at least for big men.
Facts. That's fair.
So
I was listening to Bomani Jones's podcast earlier today, though, and they were talking about all of these Eastern European players that are coming over here killing. And he's like, man, Chicago got the biggest Polish population outside of Warsaw. What's up? What type of runs are we missing out on with the Itches and the Okoviches of the world that
for
are
real,
playing right
bro.
here in America? Like we got to
What are
get them
y'all doing?
on these AAU
Think,
teams.
think
We,
about a Polish guy from the South Side of Chicago.
yo, killer. Should be
Bruh,
killing.
bruh, certified,
They probably scared to
certified.
go into the basketball courts out there. So
Hey,
that's
you just need one that got some confidence, brother.
uh,
Certified,
uh
certified.
Hey,
where's
if John Shire could be called Jewish Jordan in Chicago, there's a dude out there that's Eastern European descent because Chicago's got a ton of that's ready to take that mantle for the Eastern European descent people in Chicago.
I wonder where
That's
Modest
crazy.
Bezelis is from. I know he was born in Chicago, but I wonder what his
His parents are
nationality.
Lithuanian.
Wait, yeah,
Oh,
Lithuania.
okay.
Wait, he was born in Chicago?
Yeah, I
He's
mean, he
from
lived in the
Chicago.
Chicago suburb. He was legit born in Chicago though.
He's a hometown kid.
Hold
hmm
on, Buzelis. See, I
He
knew I
in them
liked this
northern
kid.
suburbs.
Again, you saw the lights click on in real time.
Oh man, yeah. Look, they got Chicago, Illinois.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
He found
homie,
his favorite player. He's
homie.
not gonna ride for him
Okay.
quite like D Rose, but
He went
now it's gonna
to
mean a little.
Nah,
It's
yeah.
gonna mean a
They
little bit
say,
more. It's gonna mean a
hey,
little bit more to him when he does well now, though.
yeah.
he went
They
to
say
Hinsdale. That's out in the suburbs, but
yeah,
it's probably within an hour.
he's still from the suburbs, but I'm still
Yeah.
riding for him. But yeah, I mean D Rose is from the trenches, man.
Yeah.
I like him, Io, like these are the guys that are from the trenches. Like I walk the streets and they walked. You gotta ride for them, man. You got
I
to.
Facts.
dodged the bullets that they dodged.
No, I didn't do all that. But you know what I'm saying? Like I stayed out the way, brother. I stayed out the way. Oh, I
Oh
ain't gonna say
man.
that. You dodge some
Yeah.
gangs here and there, but I just stay out the way.
Oh man.
So,
Well, let's go ahead and kick off this draft, my
Let's
dudes.
do
We
this, man. I've
got
been excited for this.
2025 draft again. There's 4 picks.
Hey, there's 5 players on the court. So I'm gonna tell them what to
But
do. Let's
you got the first pick this time around. So
Cooper Flag.
draft order
Let's
this
go.
week.
easy
See,
enough.
you might have tried to swerve on us.
No.
But
I saw
draft order.
Yeah.
He
I
said
know you. I know you
I've
were.
been doing it. I've been doing all this talk, but at the end of the day, I know where my bread is butter. So I'm gonna go ahead and call out the
All right.
draft order real quick.
Okay.
Darius, Marcus, me, and we know how it
Cool.
goes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cooper
So
Flag.
with the second pick, probably I feel like this is the hardest one of the whole draft board, but I'm gonna go Dylan Harper. I think long term he still got it.
Right.
Yeah, that was my number 2. So I'm gonna go Khan and VJ. Doesn't matter which order, but that's my
Dang.
3rd and 4th.
It's probably the best. You always get the best position, Mike.
He does.
He be rigging
Awesome.
this, yo.
He does.
Hey.
That's a wild statement too, but it's cool. He gonna stall you out. That's
Whose
cool.
turn is it? It's my turn?
It's definitely
Yeah.
your turn.
Ah, crap. This is tougher.
Don't hate on me because you basically admitting that I win the draft every week.
No, you still lose. You just cheat. We'll go little Baby Jokic or Derek McQueen? Derek Queen.
Oh.
McQueen. This dude called him a car. He said Lightning McQueen.
I
Lightning
wrote the name
McQueen.
down. It just
Bruh.
Derek Queen. That's my second pick.
Derek McQueen.
Dude.
Oh man.
That was literally who I was gonna pick. Um. Okay, cool.
Hey,
I'm gonna go.
you can still pick Derek Queen. He picked Derek McQueen.
Stop
Yeah,
it.
clearly. I'm like, what is he talking about?
You
Derrick
got
McQueen.
you got two picks.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna go Ace Bailey, and I'm
Okay.
gonna go.
Been hooping.
He
Yeah.
has. I'm gonna go Ace
Starting to
Bailey,
turn it on.
and yeah, I'm gonna go this guy because I feel like I believe in the potential that he has because of the team he's on. Carter Bryant.
He was on
Surprised. I
my.
did not think you were going there. I thought you were going
I
somewhere
didn't.
else.
He did his research today. Okay.
He been talking about another dude for a while too, so I was surprised he didn't go with him.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay. It's back to me.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right. I'm a fan of the style of his game. Uh, let's go Igor Dinman. I think he's a big point guard, shooting guard type guy. I like it. I think he'll turn out to be good.
I won't give you flack for mispronouncing his name on that one.
I said it wrong. Igor Dinman.
It's technically Yegor Dimon.
Gosh, dang it. My bad,
But
my dude.
hey, I won't give you flack there because it looks
Shout out
way
Igor
different than this.
Dinman.
All right, my third and fourth pick, I'm gonna go with Zero Fears, and I'm gonna go with Trey Johnson.
Which means that my last pick is my put you on notice. Maxime Renault. Oh,
Would you like a croissant?
Dang, the last one gets tough.
it does.
It always
It,
does.
it gets real spooky. But again, I'm gonna go with another potential.
There's a lot of
This-
dudes in this draft still though. You got a
No,
chance.
no, it is, but I'm gonna go with this dude again. I'm gonna go with another potential dude, and just be, I'm gonna go with him even though he ain't really doing much.
You know what he's doing right now, Marcus?
Yang Hunt Hansen.
He's setting us up.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm gonna go Yang or Yang. I'm pretty sure it's pronounced probably Yang.
Johnson.
Johnson
Yeah,
Oh,
Hansen.
the dude, the for the Blazers, the
for
big man
Blazers.
for
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I feel like when you watch him play, you're like, yo, he got something to him.
he
He
gonna
got
have some
something to him.
passing. Nobody had faith in Cedric Coward.
I had him on my list. I had Colin Murray Boyles. Those were my next two I had on the
Colin
list
Murray
Yeah.
Boys. I
because
like
Colin
that
Murray
dude.
Boyles has been hooping lately.
I'm just not a fan of Cedric Coward's game. That's all that is. So I think he's overrated. I think he's like Jalen Wells from last year. He started off strong, not gonna do much.
Dang.
Malawatch is another one that was a solid, would have been a solid pick, but
Oh yeah, I forgot about.
I think
Oh yeah.
overall it was a solid draft. So Darius, go ahead and recap it, and we'll go through again all our picks.
I got Coop, Ace, Carter Bryant, and Young.
Dylan Harper, Derek Queen, Yegor Dinman, and Maxime Renault.
I got Con Knipple, VJ Edgecombe, Zero Fears, and Trey Johnson. Another draft in the books. Next week, we're going to start between our superlatives. So we're going like Rookie of the Year, we're going All NBA team, and we're going to end it with our MVP rankings. So probably not 12 picks worth of picks on some of those, but we're going to figure it out and give the people what they want. But we got some fun ones coming up. It feels like it's crazy that we started with the 2020 draft, and we're already through the drafts and now getting to the home stretch of the season. So we got about 3 weeks left in this season.
Getting to the sticky icky.
It's getting to the meat and potatoes of the season for sure. So with that, like, subscribe, rate, review. We
Come on,
need
man.
more than dreams and hopes to keep the boat
Right.
afloat. So
Come on now. I'll let you boys.
definitely appreciate all those listeners out there. We do this every Sunday. We'll try to post it every Monday, but we're coming at you with the Stuck on the Boat again next week, coming at you with the takes that make you call us crazy. But again, this is the Banana Boat signing off.
Peace.
Peace.